Hey, Red Cap. I'm just on here kind of experimenting a bit, as well as just wanted to get on here after seeing that report yesterday. Definitely in a different mood than you normally see me in when it comes to episodes. I just kind of wanted to get some of my thoughts off on some of the things I read, and also just also hear from hopefully from you guys at some point when you do get to watch this, when you get the chance, and just tell me what you think about things because there was a lot in that report, and I'm going to probably keep this short because I mean, God, we can go on for hours, if not days, with all the information that was in there. Um, Really, I guess it's just like being a person who lives in Portland. I was definitely hearing a lot of things from Timber fans as well as Thorn fans, just about their opinions on things, and just on Merritt Paulson, just their thoughts on what he should have be doing with the club. When the allegations kind of came to light. I think probably just from reading articles, and I haven't spoken to anyone in particular, but from some of the articles, I don't know. I'm assuming this is going to be most of the people's opinions. Uh, they would say that they would want him to sell the club probably as soon as possible. What is always the sad part about this, and even similar if you follow the NBA a bit with the Clipper situation when when they were dealing with their own situation down there, these rich people such as Paulison, who's $700 million net worth, he goes and sells a team, goes into hiding, and he still just makes a ton of money from it anyway. So it's kind of disappointing that as much as we would love it, that if someone could just hell, just snatch these teams away from people like this, or just get them out of the picture altogether, where they don't actually benefit from it in a sense, or can walk away still like, oh, another golden parachute, so to speak. It would be great, but it sounds like maybe the pressure. We'll see how much it gets on him, where he might feel like he has to sell the team. But just from just some of the things in that article, oh my God, it's unbelievable. I see there's one viewer, so definitely make sure that I kind of pay attention to the chat. This is my first time using the restream. Just thought I'd open one up. So if you're whoever's viewing, definitely thanks. Like I said, I'll keep this pretty quick, but I'll just hit on some points. The one thing I guess, like I said, not trying to make this channel all Portland Thorns all the time, but I definitely want to hit on the Paulson stuff in general, because just him not providing the flash any type of information with when Riley was going over there to get hiring. That's just a dirty move. And it looks, my thoughts, the first thing I was thinking about with all the other things that were going through my head was just, what do they call, a good old boys system once again type of thing, where it's just, they protected him, even how they even made his departure from the club look like, they said it made it look more like it was a mutual thing on results, more so based on him being fired from what the information they had, and just keeping it for so long, from like 2004 or 2004, for the fact that this man could even, have the chance later on down the road to even, sorry, I'm looking at my notes, to even get another opportunity was disgraceful. But like I said, I want to make sure I say certain names in here, just so it's like we don't let any piece of trash not get their name said. With let's see, real, like I said, with Riley for sure. Holly, he's, oh my God, scumbag. From what I read for him, it's just like, my God, just it's unbelievable in this day and age too. It's just, and it's just like, I guess it's not unbelievable because it happened. It happened under the nose of U.S. Soccer, or USSF and NWSL. I'm jumping all over the place because it was a lot going through my head, and I was like, how am I going to do this? Do I go down the names? But it's like, most of the time, I'm assuming most of you will have read the article, read about Dames, Holly, Riley, Gulati, that's who one person I definitely wanted to hit on. The fact that I was reading in the article that he, naturally, the top of the federation, received surveys saying how bad the treatment of Riley was, and how just all these negative things. And it's just like, oh yeah, I don't remember that. Yeah, it's like, yeah, you don't remember it because it was just an email to you that you read, and then he was like, oh really, that's happening? All right, well, let's kind of keep an eye on it. Or probably didn't even say that, just probably blew over it. So he said in the article that he didn't remember any interviews or anything about the information, or any interviews about information about the abuse. So he's lying, covering himself. Like, everyone's just covering the tracks at this point. Um, like I said, definitely we're not going to hear from the coaches. I went and checked to see if they were still coaching. Wikipedia, naturally, as an option, didn't share much. But yeah, I didn't see anything about them. And because it's like they all need to, they're definitely blackballed if they haven't been. But I'm assuming they're in hiding at the moment. These owners right now for just kind of, with the bro system or the good old boy system, keeping these guys are, within, keeping them within the circles, that they're disgraceful and disgusting just as well. But yeah, 2014, like I said, just looking back at it, no U.S. women's soccer players, even U.S. women's national team players, it says mention this to Galati. No action, no action. He's too happy about everything. There's no problem in the media or anything. So let's keep it under wraps. And it's just like this was going on for that long, and people were just pushing it under wraps. NWSL commissioner at the time, Plush. It was reported that she chose, they chose not to circulate the Thorns investigation, which you would think if someone, if there's something like that going on at the time, you would pass to other teams because they might be interested in that. I mean, into that manager, or just kind of let them know like what's going on, or maybe even step in themselves and say, all right, you can't. We're not going to let you in any positions until this is clear. Nope. Go on right ahead, just do your thing or whatever. And it's just like, like I said, it doesn't amaze me. I mean, it's like this happens all the time, but it just takes a long time for it to come out, type of thing. And it's just when it's rich, it's all people with money and in positions of power. So how can anyone stop them? And then I think one thing that even really threw me for a world too, when I was reading more about Rory Dames, that scumbag that's going to be used a lot. Scumbag, piece of trash. Because I don't want to cuss. I had MFers and stuff in my head, but I'm keeping it kind of clean because I want maybe someone else might see this. And at times, even though, like I said, this is more a fan supporter channel, I want to keep things where damn, I lost my viewer when I didn't cuss. Well, but it's just like I said, it's a I want to keep this where people, you can watch it anywhere. But for Dames, it was like this. It says that people were fearful, parents and players. So I can get the players, but parents were fearful that he could ruin the chances of scholarships because of the boards he set on and things like that for people. So it's like these people were in positions where they felt like they controlled everything. Riley, it sounded like from a lot of his actions, if you haven't read it, you can find it somewhere. It was like this control and power. Holly, control and power. It's just like, my God, abusers, control and power. Just like a little bit about myself being a social worker and just dealing with a lot of people. It's like one thing we see in a lot of things when we're dealing with families is finding out the control and power dynamics. And it's just like, that's what these men just, really, and, like I said, I even saw the, I think it was the Sydney LaRue tweet. It's not just the men. Like I said, even, the women in power, that power, being in those roles, just exercising that control and power. It's like, why? But I guess as an opinion piece, I'm supposed to give an opinion. So it's like, my thoughts is, it's like, well, let's see what your next move is, Paulson, because I mean, hell, you're like right in the spotlight. It's funny. I know these other owners are coming to the spotlight in Chicago, and I don't know what's really happening. I need to read more on what's happening down in racing, but it sounds like all of them tried to block this as much as possible. They weren't helpful at all. Portland, like I say, he went even as far as possible to try to make sure that he wasn't covered. So he looks even worse, like a piece of trash. It's like, wow. So it's like, what do? We don't buy season tickets. We don't go to games. We make a stand. We stand outside the stadium and try to protest. I mean, if that whole general admission section in Providence Park, or racing supporters and the Red Stars, their supporter section, which I remember I hung with them. They're pretty cool. That if I guess everyone starts making the stands a bit now, then it's like I would understand it. So just give me your thoughts and opinions on this piece. Thought it'd be short. Thought it'd be sweet. Thought it'd get the job done. All right, guys. Like I said, another episode of Off the Post. Let me see if I can do the music like Courtney. That'd be dope because that music exit was so sick. It was so sick, in my opinion. And hell, I got 30 seconds to learn how to do it. So, nope, doesn't look like I can do it. Well, I can go out my own theme music. DJ Red Cap. I'm signing out. See you guys.